I think it's right there. Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. Booker's 2023-4, The Storyteller. So this is supposed to be, although the one before this, 2023-3, was called the Storyteller's Badge, which I didn't see up here at all.
I mean, that one's the same thing. So it says
No, sorry. Mighty Fine Badge.
Mighty Fine Batch.
Yeah. This is the Storyteller.
Yeah, I read it. It was pretty interesting.
So that one was at least average or better. But this is the one that's supposed to be the best of the four, supposedly. I don't know.
It smells pretty good so far.
Have you smelled it?
I did.
Did you get anything out of it? You can start with the notes this time.
Little-
Kev the Destroyer.
Little bit of cinnamon. I did sneak a little bit of a taste too.
A little bit, very little bit of cinnamon.
Yep. It's light cinnamon on the nose, but it's got some spice to it.
Yeah, I get a little bit of rice spice. I get some like cornbread, a little bit of nuttiness.
And what kind of cornbread?
Cornbread.
The
Are
good
there multiple
cornbread?
kinds of cornbread?
You got Jiffy, and then you got homemade and
Homemade.
homemade. See?
Sit down, son.
Listen, I still like Jiffy every once in a while.
Is that what color box is that?
Blue.
No, that's not the one that
It's
we
like
used to keep around for emergencies. It's like a yellow box.
they still make that one. I forget the name of that one.
It
But, like,
wasn't Krusty's, but it was that color box.
yeah. We always kept Jiffy around just in case, spur of the moment chili, didn't want to make homemade
it's-
cornbread.
It's sweet. There's a ton of caramel in it.
Like, it has a lot of caramel.
Just a little citrus, not much. It's the only real fruit notes I get.
Well, your nose is better
And
than
grain,
mine.
and there's a ton of like corn sweetness.
Yeah.
All right.
It says it came from 4 different factories.
Okay.
At least
I mean,
that's what the card said.
it's Jim Beam.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's part of their distillery. I don't get Booker's very often. I don't know why. I just don't buy it. But I saw this, was like, ooh, let's do that one.
Was this at total?
Yes.
Okay.
In total and Folsom. I
You-
still haven't seen this in the market up here.
Oh, was that when you went down the last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something else in there. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It's like really bad lemon cookies. You know, like the really cheap kind that's made with the recycled flour?
Yeah,
Like the flour that fell through and then they reused it?
Yeah, the ones where you go to the dollar store and pick them up.
Yeah, it's like dollar store lemon cookies.
Yeah.
Which makes sense with the yellow.
Fair.
All right, here we go.
It's a little hot,
Yeah, it's a little hot.
but you get that like caramel
Yeah.
and what is it? Like a creme brulee almost.
There's not near as much. I can see a little bit of creme brulee. There's not near as much spice on the palate as there is in the nose.
Yeah.
It kind of washes out.
No, I think the fire that I'm getting is just from the.
Just straight heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
But it's good.
It's tasty. It's definitely on the there's no red fruit. There's nothing that makes it like a Buffalo Trace. Like it's all Jim Beam distillate for sure. Listen, I'm going to drink through that bottle and have no problem with it.
Yeah.
But it's like spice, caramel, grain sweetness, like a little bit of like cookie flour.
I can see that. Yeah. You said this was Jim Beam. Mm-hmm. Now,
Booker's is Jim Beam.
Is this supposed to be like their higher end stuff?
Oh,
or-
yeah, for sure. So, Booker's, Baker's, I don't know what else is Jim Beam. Is Knob Creek Jim Beam? I don't know.
I think maybe.
All right, let's give it some scores. Nose. All right, I got a nose score. It's very clean bourbon.
It is.
Like, there's nothing else. They're like, we're making bourbon. And all of you that think you can put in, like, coconut and cherry and apple can go F yourself. This is bourbon. Do you disagree?
No, I don't disagree. There's a lot like that one that I told you about that's nothing but currant.
Yeah.
Which
That's,
is that dark black cherry.
yeah. Von Payne?
Yeah.
That one? The one
Yeah.
with the gargoyle on top?
Tastes so good.
You're lying.
I am lying.
You're
Through my
lying
teeth.
through your teeth.
Oh,
All right.
well, I mean, I'm able to do that, and there's a pretty good gap in there.
How's viscosity? Viscosity's good.
It holds up.
Finish
too.
is good. The finish just comes straight across is what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And it lasts quite a while
right.
too.
Wow. It's lower than I thought.
Mine's higher than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I added that up right. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's what it is.
Your math is good.
Yep, my math is good.
Well, for my nose, I gave it a 16.
Okay.
I do like the smell on it. I think I smelled a couple that were a little better. But it's pretty good. I enjoy it. Palate, I gave it 43.
43 out of...
50.
Oh, I wrote that wrong. That's why it's low. Hold on.
Yeah, you did.
I wrote 40 instead of 50.
20, 50, 15, 15. It's your maths.
I know. I was looking at something else. All right. Let's redo this.
Anyways, I gave mine a 43 on the palate.
That makes way more
13 on
sense.
viscosity.
Okay.
And 13 for the finish. For
Oh,
a total
we're close on those.
of 85.
All right. I'm pretty close to you, actually. So 14 on the nose. It could have a little bit more going on.
Okay.
42 on the palate. I really enjoyed the palate. Sweetness, just that kind of grain notes. Like some of the life of the grain comes out, where some of the, higher end bourbons, they hide the grain a lot. It disappears.
Why did they do that?
They just think it's good. Viscosity 13, finish 13 for an 82.
82. So I would say it's about an 83.6. Or 83.6.
What did you score it?
85.
So wouldn't it just be an 83.5?
83.5, yeah. I wrote down 83 when I looked at the score when I was thinking. 83.5.
All right. 83.5. Would you buy it for 86? I think is what I paid.
86?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy it for sure.
Yeah, I'd buy it again for 86.
Because, I mean, for the taste, it scored in the 80s for both of us. That doesn't happen often between me and you.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, I would buy it for that price.
Dude, the more you sip it, the more comfortable it gets. It's like Coke, and that, like Coke versus Pepsi, right?
Consistent flavor.
Pepsi is sweet, Coke, but Pepsi gets worse as you drink it. Coke is less sweet, but stays the same and becomes more enjoyable by the end of the can. This is like Coke, in that it's a little bit grain forward, and then that starts to mellow out, and it just becomes this like sweet, viscous, sort of like just enough other flavors, but still easily definable as bourbon. It's really good.
Yeah.
All right. Last words.
Last words.
If you're lucky enough to see it, try it.
Exactly.
All right.